Welcome to T.I.T.S episode 3, two guys talking shit. So yeah, what's on today's schedule? Well, you look like you just got up out of bed.
Really? I've been up the whole day. Jeez, you're saying I just look like shit all day? Are you saying I just look like shit all day?
Yeah, I know. So today I'm having ruby grapefruit from Spa. Okay, no alcohol.
Are you sponsored by Ruby Grapefruit? Or what's going on there? Why are you showing off Ruby Grapefruit?
Ruby grapefruit today, but last time was Castle Light, so I felt a bit bad because I know you're a recovering alcoholic, so it was a bit bad for me to drink in front of you, you know what I mean?
Well, now I don't even have a drink. I don't have it. I mean, last time I didn't have a drink. I was drinking water, but now I don't even have a drink. So now it's even worse.
Well, get yourself something, man. Go get a water, something. Get some milk. Get some milk. Get those teeth going, man. All right, so we were in Cape Town this last weekend. We had the national shows and our dog and all the rest of it too. We had a chat about it. But you know how it's like the weirdest thing when you go to a braai. So we were there with a whole group of people. Okay, so we've come from Durban. We went all the way through to Cape Town. We're with a group of our GSD Federation members from KZN. We're all staying at the same place. So a friend of mine, Jacques, and his wife, Danelle, they were sitting outside. We're all having a braai. And I don't know how the topic came up, but about the one ball. Ian. You know Ian Ball. Do you know who Ian is?
Yes. No.
Ian Ball. It's Afrikaans for one ball. So I know.
You just call him an Ian. So what? Have you got? There's a guy with the one ball. You just call him an Ian.
Yeah, Ian, like for one.
Ian.
So anyway, how this topic came around, we were discussing our dogs, and Jacques says to me, "Fuck, his mom used to breed German Shepherds, so she was around German Shepherds all her life, but now she's petrified of big dogs." I'm like, how the fuck does that happen? How do you go from? I mean, we breed German Shepherds, so it's like, how do you go? I love German Shepherd. I would never change them for anything else. So how do you go to being afraid of big dogs? Because I love dogs. And he said, well, when his mom and his dad were married quite early on in the marriage, they had I think he said it was Rottweilers or German Shepherds. I can't remember, but anyway, a Rottweiler attacked the father. Okay.
Jeez.
It wasn't his dog. It was another dog. But it ripped his balls.
It ripped his balls off.
Yeah, not off. It ripped them open.
Fuck.
Okay.
So what was he doing with the dog?
No, well, obviously he couldn't do anything with the dog. So, I mean, they managed to get the dog off. But now his balls were hanging
No, but I
out.
mean, like, usually when you get bitten by a dog, it's like on the neck or the arm or the leg. I mean, like, was he doing that peanut butter trick that...
That you check on Pornhub or something. Bestiality.
I don't know what you Googly. I don't know what you go on Harvey, but
I can only imagine that's what you're talking about. So anyways, his nuts are hanging out. So his actual testicles are out the sack.
Jeez.
So
what? So he looked down and they were just hanging out of the sack.
They were out. So his mom couldn't drive, so he had to drive to hospital. So while he was driving, his mom was holding the balls in her hand.
His mom?
Yeah. So his mom was holding his dad's balls.
But I mean, like, what was it? How long were his balls? Was she holding it on her lap or was she holding it like?
No, man, just cupping them, holding. It's just cupping.
Or like, so they don't like roll on the floor and he like by mistake, when he's pushing the brake, he steps on his testicle.
Yeah, so he had to drive himself to hospital while his wife was holding his balls.
Jeez, but that's like something that Chuck Norris would fucking do, dude.
Yeah, fucking.
Well, I mean, I don't know if he would have his mom holding his nuts. I mean, that's very anti-Chuck Norris. But like,
no. You missed the story. You missed the story. Jacques' dad was attacked by a dog. Jacques' mom had to hold Jacques' dad's balls to hospital.
Oh, okay. So it's his wife.
Yes, that's what I said. His dad's.
No, you said his mom had to hold his balls.
I said Jacques' mom had to hold Jacques' dad's balls.
Okay, well that's okay, yeah. So
No,
no, well, fuck, good on him, dude.
yeah, good
So
on
did
him
she
for
give him
good.
like anything else when he was holding the balls? Was she like holding his balls and he's like, well, you're down there, why don't you just
No,
like
no, no.
kind
I
of,
think
you
no,
know,
because
the
no,
peanut butter
what?
thing didn't go so well with the dogs. So was he like, well, the peanut butter thing didn't go so well with the dogs, so you just like finish me off, like, I'm getting a semi.
No, I don't think it's getting
So he's
anything.
driving.
So now we're laughing about this now. Obviously, it's not a laughing matter. I mean, okay. So now we understand. So so we had to try. We wanted to try and introduce our dog, Danny, the long coat, to her because she's a very gentle dog. So, but like the mom is like, no, no, don't want to intervene with any dogs. But then Danelle, Jacques' wife, she says, yeah, fuck, she also knew a guy in school. They used to, but kind of they knew him
Wait, wait,
from,
before you go on with the one ball thing, I'm just
yeah,
trying to find out. So he's scared of the dog now. Is it
Jacques'
the
mom,
guy's wife?
Jacques'
So
mom.
she didn't get bit by the dog. She's
No,
just
her
holding
husband was
her
one.
husband's balls to the
Yes,
hospital, and now she
but I
got
think she
scared
was
of the
so
dog.
traumatized from that she doesn't want to see any big dogs because she was there obviously when the attack happened.
Okay.
Yeah. So now Danelle says now when she was at primary school, there was a couple of people that were with her right through to the end of the school days, and this one guy had one nut, but he became known as old Ian Ball, Ian, for the rest of his schooling career. So like Shana, this poor oak was like, hey Ian. But anyway, so what happened to him apparently?
Fucking kids are nuts.
Yeah.
No, yeah, excuse the pun.
So he tried to jump over a palisade fence. Now you know the palisade fencing have got those
Oof.
spikes at the top,
Yeah, yeah.
and he
Jeez.
slipped and it ripped his sack open and pulled a nut out.
Yes. It's worse than the dog story. Well, he's just hanging there by one nut. He's just hanging there by his nuts.
No, he slid down, but the nut was probably still sitting on, on
Oh,
the
so he
spike.
fucking left the nut. So what is this guy
He's
like
gone.
jumping over there in a speed? Like what is he? Is he Kalkat
Obviously,
jumping over a fence?
no, they obviously had his pants and stuff on, but it obviously ripped his nuts off. So yeah. So anyway, so yeah, Shane poor Oak, he obviously then had one up. But then I was thinking, fuck, because there were five of us around the table. Two people knew one Oak with a guy with one ball. I knew a guy with one ball at school as well. But the weird thing was, I mean, look, he didn't pull his pants down or anything, but he showed me his stomach, just below your ab. It was this big fucking round ball. I said, what the fuck is that? He said, no, that's my fucking ball. I said,
No, what the fuck?
how the fuck did it get up there? He said, no,
Oh my
it's never,
fuck.
it's always been there. I said, what?
No, when he was born like that.
It was more like his fucking nut was.
Jeepers, so like if somebody tried to kick you in the balls, he's just laughing all the way to the fucking
Well, if
wherever
they
he
try to
was
kick you in the
laughing
right
to,
side,
but
yeah. If they try to kick him in the right side, he'd be okay.
they'd have to kick him in the stomach.
Kick him with it. Yeah, kick you in the stomach, and it can feel like the nuts.
That's like that episode of House, like that one. There was this one hot chick on House. Like I don't know if anybody's watched House, that medical thing, and like I forgot how the show went, but there was this hot chick, and then she had this problem, and they couldn't figure what it out, and then it came back that she had testicular cancer, and they were like, "What the fuck?" But she's a chick because she had a vagina and everything. But then they found out no, but when she was born, she actually had balls, but they were inside her,
Okay.
and then she got the cancer. I think it was like something like that. But
Okay. Well, they're talking about that. There's actually apparently something called iron iron crotch kung fu. Apparently, these oaks, I don't know how the fuck they do it, but they're able to withstand major kicks in the balls. So they do a lot of obviously training with it, muscular training and fucking breathing exercise, all sorts of shit. But apparently, iron crotch kung fu is a technique that the guys use to like make their balls of steel. So when you kick them in the nuts, they don't feel it. Apparently,
so like you're like, what fighting style do you have? And you're like, I got crazy monkey, or like I've got like flying eagle, whatever they call it. And he's like, no, I've got iron nut. Fucking what was it? Iron crotch.
iron crotch kung fu.
You can only win by if someone kicks him in the nuts. Or like,
Yeah.
does he?
No, so
It's funny.
apparently there's a lot of people that do this, and apparently that this might be a myth, but the Tibetan monks apparently can use some sort of breathing techniques and muscle techniques to actually draw their balls up into their body. So,
In fact,
I don't know.
you're
So
sure it's not, you're
I
sure it's
was
not flying training technique.
no, so I was looking up on the internet because it's very difficult to find this kind of topic. And I was
What are
there
you
was a
talking about? We've
There
been
was a
going through it for the last like 10 years.
there was a Reddit comment from a guy that says, because the guy was said, yeah, but we've heard of stories where guys are able to suck their nuts up into their body, like with techniques and stuff. The guy says, fuck man, just wear a tight pair of briefs and you, and you can, you can have your nuts right up into you.
So this is like the superpower, like the Charlotte Monk superpower. Like some can like fly through the air, some can like see through walls. Other one, like if you had a superpower and like
It's
you
not
got
the
given a
superpower I'd
superpower,
want.
no, I can see the future. I can levitate, and then I can suck my nuts into my stomach. That's the superpower.
Yeah, it's like the worst fucking superpower to have ever. I would
Well, some people would love it, like if they didn't have to go for the operation if they wanted to change sex. They just like they go, and
suck
they're
it
like,
up.
fuck you. Now I can compete in the women's swimming.
Yeah, well, maybe that's what they do, because there was that one, what was it, Ryan? There was a Ryan Reynolds movie, I think it was Ryan Reynolds, where he tucks his nuts behind his legs. Do you remember that?
No, I didn't.
Yeah,
I wasn't that.
I can't remember. It was so I think that's what the guys do when they want to compete against the wolves. They take their nuts and they put them behind it and they stand there.
No, but then they're busy swimming.
You
They're
can
busy
see the
swimming,
pop
and
up
like
behind.
the camera's looking. It's like, wait, what's that
got this-
underneath his butt? He's got two butts. He's got a big butt and a small butt.
He's got a floater.
Did he just
He's
say
got a
that?
floating device. Yeah, I don't know. This guys and girls sports is like the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. I mean, seriously.
Yeah, okay.
People are
So,
saying,
but
people are saying no, but it's equal. It's not as bad as it is. It's actually guys and girls are equal. They're not, dude. I mean, it's physically
no,
impossible.
they must have their own section of the Olympic Games or whatever they're competing. They must have that section where those people do that thing. But talking about one nut, because like I remember you saying to me when we were in Cape Town, you were like, you said, "Do you know anybody with one nut?" And I was like, "No, fuck, I don't." And then you said, "No, don't worry, I'll tell you all about it on the thing." So, but then I was thinking about the one nut thing, and I remember my one colleague, he was telling me when he was young, he was like, he said he was playing cricket or something, and then his one testicle, he said he was playing cricket. I don't know if it was really, I'm sure he was doing something else, but he said he was playing cricket. And he said his testicles just started swelling up like bigger, and it got so sore, like he couldn't say. He went home, but he was staying at his mate's house, and so I don't know. Maybe he was doing something with his mate. I don't know. They were playing cricket. So then his nuts started swelling up, and he didn't know what to do, and he started getting so scared, and it was so painful, and he didn't want to tell his mate's dad because he was too embarrassed. So he phoned his mom and he asked his mom to like tell his friend's dad what his balls are like swelling up. So his mom phones him and they take him to the hospital, and then they fucking check it out. And they realize his testicle got turned round and around and around. So like it like spun around in the sack. So like whatever's holding it, that stringy thing, it was like all
Like a spinning
twisted
top.
up, right? So they had to like operate and like unspin it or whatever. And yeah, I mean, like, how do you do that with cricket? He must have been like, bowling a spinner or something. I don't know, like with maybe his mate was bowling a spinner with his balls. I don't know, but anyway, so then he says he comes out of the operation or whatever, and he's like lying there, and like the nurse has to like come and check him out, like what's going on. So she like, to see if everything's cool or whatever. So, and it's like this big black mama, and she comes up and she like pulls his pants down to like look what's happening, and his like penis is like hanging over his balls, and she looks at it and she goes, "Oh yeah," and she goes, yeah, this one is nothing but trouble," and she flicks it, so she can flicks it off his nuts so she can see what's happening there.
Yeah. Oh shit.
I wish he could have told the story because it was so much better when you said it.
Fuck yeah. Okay. Anyway. Yeah, that's
So
it.
yeah,
For us, man.
anybody that knows some of the one nut, let us know in the comments.
Yeah, Ian. If you know Ian, let us know. Let us know Ian, because he's quite
So tell us in the comments
quite a
what
regular.
happened to old Ian.
Yeah. Yeah, well, but anyway, guys, that's it. Quick one for tonight again, as per usual. I hope you enjoyed our topic about the one ball man. And yeah, spot you in 2 weeks' time. Thanks, Will.
Go lead, buddy. Like and subscribe. Aren't you supposed
Like
to
and
say that at the end of aren't you supposed to
subscribe.
say that at the end of a YouTube video?
Yeah, like and subscribe, and we'll go from
Okay.
there. Cheers.
Bye.